Wednesday, July 2nd, 2008, Gothenburg, Sweden. The west coast of Sweden, or, as those of us who live here like to say, the best coast of Sweden. It is a beautiful morning. The air is cool, the temperature is in the mid-60s, and it probably won't get up past the mid-70s later in the day. The days are long in the beginning of summer, and there have been blue skies since the early hours. Good morning, Sweden, on this beautiful day. There would be few better ways to start the day than with a nice cup of coffee and the morning newspaper. What the hell? The pigheads again. Are these the same pigheads from last winter, or could these maybe be new pigheads? Are we rehashing this same issue again for some reason? Oh no, yes they are the same pigheads again. What now? Did the newspaper dig the pigheads up again? Are the media people trying to start some kind of racial, religious, or ethnic incident? So the article starts out with an inflammatory quote. I am going to hit you. You're a Muslim. You're shit. Go to the bush, you fucking whore. Shit. There goes the nice quiet morning. Yet another new article telling us that people in Sweden are racist or Islamophobic. Islamophobia, racism, Islamophobia, racism, Islamophobia, racism, racism. I am just so tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again. Blah, blah. The article says that was just one of 200 hate crimes with Islamophobic motives that occurred in Sweden last year. 200? 200? That has to be a mistake. It has to be a misprint. There clearly are a couple of zeros missing. We hear this Islamophobic crap day in and day out. It can't be just 200 cases of Islamophobic hate crimes in all of Sweden for the entire year of 2007. The Swedish Crime Prevention Council at www.bra.se reports that there were 3,500 hate crimes throughout the whole of Sweden during the year 2007, and that was an 8% increase over the hate crimes reported in 2006. So what the hell? Of the 3,500 hate crimes reported in 2007, only 200 of them were hate crimes with Islamophobic motivation. You would think there were thousands and thousands of these Islamophobic hate crimes. We see the reports of Islamophobic hate crimes and talk of Islamophobia all the time. The media is so very frustrating. Not just by what is said on SVT, Swedish television, and SR, Swedish radio, and what is printed in the newspapers, but most of all by what is purposely not said by the media. Let's do the math on this crap. 200 Islamophobic hate crimes over 3,500 total hate crimes. I hate math, but this kind of math is so simple you would think the newspapers would be able to do it and properly present the facts. Wait a second, the numbers weren't quite right, and I am getting more pissed because of the numbers they didn't report. Well, in 2007 it wasn't 200 Islamophobic hate crimes, it was 206. Put that in ratio with x over 100, cross multiply, and that comes out to 20,600 over 3,500. Holy crap. 5.88. 5.88, rounding up to 6% makes little difference. Islamophobic hate crimes constitute only 6% of all hate crimes. 6% of all hate crimes. Islamophobic hate crimes only make up 6% of all hate crimes. We are sick of hearing about Islamophobic hate crimes. Where the hell are they? We are sick of these freaking pigheads too. Do we even have any other hate crimes in Sweden? We are so sick of Islamophobia all over the news all the time. Don't you want to see some other hate crimes in the headlines? Obviously we have other hate crimes if Islamophobic hate crimes are only 6% of all hate crimes. How come all we hear about is Islamophobia? Just to break the damn monotony. Give us some other hate crimes, please. Anything but this constant Islamophobia and Muslim crap. Shove your pigheads, bury them already. 6%. A lousy 6%. Bra has more to say that our champions of justice at GT neglected to tell us. The year before last, in 2006, Islamophobic crimes were greater. There were 252 reported Islamophobic motivated crimes in all of Sweden during the year before last. Jesus Christ. Night and day, Islamophobic and racist Swedes. Aren't you sick of the media telling us Sweden is a racist and Islamophobic society? When do we say enough is enough? Not only do we have all this Islamophobic crap shoved in our faces, with the same stories greasing the headlines, but the real truth that we never get to read is that Islamophobic hate crimes for 2007 dropped 20% from 2006. Why did I have last winter's pighead served up to me for breakfast? Why didn't the reporter instead write that we are proud to announce that Islamophobic hate crime statistics never added up to a hill of beans in the crime statistics in Sweden, and on top of that Islamophobic hate crimes dropped 20%. Islamophobia, racism, hate crime. What is a hate crime? We all know in our hearts what racism and hate crimes are. We also know that racism and hate crimes are wrong. Our leaders in government, our elitists in the media, and all those special groups with multicultural and political agendas have forged different definitions for racism and hate crimes. What then is a hate crime in Sweden? A non-native woman beating a police officer yelling "kill the Swede and bash whitey" in Sweden would probably not be considered a hate crime. Nope, not a hate crime. That was a tough one. You may not have been ready. Here is an easy one. Can you see the difference? This is racism. Definitely racism. See? Not a hate crime. And here we clearly have a racist hate crime. In order to understand racism in Sweden, you have to look at things from the politicians and the media's perspective. Oh, come on. We all know it is true. This is hard for non-politicians and non-journalists. Give it a try though, and see how easy it is now to understand racism in Sweden. With your head stuck up your butt, you can now clearly see the difference between racist hate crimes and non-racist crimes. Has racism, Islamophobia, and hate crimes in Sweden got you feeling like this yet?